Hello, and welcome to a book review. This one is The Healing Plants of a Renaissance Florence, The Development of Herbal Medicine in Florence by Angela Paine. Let's get my fingers off so you can see that beautiful picture. So, released by Collective Ink, quite a nice chunky book, which contains just under 300 pages. An absolute must for anyone interested in herbs, whether for magical properties or for healing, or just interested in herbs and plants. Absolutely beautifully written. I'd actually say it was an enchanting book. Angela Paine has brought together her passion that just flows throughout the whole of this book. She's very passionate and it shows in the way she writes. So she's brought together her passion with the source material from Renaissance Florence and has actually given us an academic book which is accessible to those of us who are not academic, like me. And I am very grateful. It's absolutely beautiful. It is made up of 4 parts. In the first part, Angela gives an introduction. So she tells us why she felt drawn to write this book. She talks about the hospital that is, as far as I know, it's still there, going by what's written in the book. She then talks about the Medici family, the actual family from that time, and their progression through. It's just amazing. So the whole of that first introduction, that first part, is just telling you about the history. Part 2 is the healing plants. So in part 1, Angela Paine does say that the original source material contains over 200 herbs and plants, some of which can't be translated. Now, if I've misunderstood this is my interpretation. So from what I can understand from what's in here, there are over 200 in the original sources. However, some of them cannot be safely translated into today. So there are now just over 100 that have been safely identified to be used today. Obviously, even just over 100 would not fit in a book this size. So Angela Paine has actually taken it down to, I think it was 31 I counted, was it? Yes, 31 that she has taken it down to, which are the most commonly known and available. So and they're in alphabetical order, so I'm not going to read every single one of them out. You'll be very pleased to know, but it starts with aloe, goes on to chamomile, dill, fennel, iris, juniper, laurel, myrtle, olive, rhubarb, sage. Part 3 is the more exotic plants. So you've got balm of Gilead, camphor tree, cinnamon, dragon's blood tree, lemongrass, lignum vitae, licorice, nutmeg, and senna. And for each of those, she has provided the chemical. So you get a botanical description, you get the healing properties, you get the chemical constituents, and then you get the research. So it's not just based on that source material. You get the source material, but Angela Paine has actually given you the present day research on these things. It then tells you how to use the plant and whether there are any contraindications, because obviously there are going to be contraindications for some people. So, and that's for each and every one of those 31 herbs, plants. Fabulous. The detail, again, that has been put into here. You even get diagrams. This one's dill. So you even get diagrams to give you an idea of what the plant looks like. It's just absolutely enchanting. It is an enchanting book. For a herb book, it's an enchanting book. Part 4. Now this is the bit where I was a teeny bit. So I'm hoping that actually Angela Paine has saved this because she's going to write another book. Because part 4 is the poisonous plants in Renaissance Florence. And I'm not saying that because I'm deep, dark and wicked, because I can be deep, dark and wicked, but that's not the reason why. So there is, and she doesn't break them down. So it is literally just pages where she discusses how they were used, which is fine, but it is only 13 pages compared to all of that for all the others. And the reason why, as I say, it's not because I am going to poison anybody, because I'm not. It is because a lot of poisonous plants are dual aspect. So something that can kill can cure. It depends on the dosage. And that's why when I got to that section, it was a bit like, oh, it would have been interesting to know more about that. Not to use it in any way, but to actually know more about the source material. However, I will come to that in a second. It's more knowing Angela Paine's take on the source material and the poisonous plants of the Renaissance. Because as I say, anything that can kill can cure. It depends on the dosage. And the reason why I changed what I said and said it was more that I was interested in Angela Paine's interpretation of that source material is because of her references. To anybody that has seen any of my talks on books before, you know how I feel about bibliographies, references and resources. They are my place of joy when I see them, because it enables me to go off and do a little bit of delving and digging and going down rabbit holes for myself. And the reason I am so enchanted, I keep using that word, by this book is because Angela Paine has provided 48 pages of references. Each chapter is broken down. So you've got the references specific to the chapters as well, so you don't have to keep fiddling through. So not only have you got 48 pages worth of references, they are broken down into the chapters. So if it's in a specific chapter that something flicks into you and you think, oh, I want to know more about that, you just go and you find the chapter and you find the reference. Simple. 48 pages of references. I am in my very, very happy spot. So yes, so I will be obviously delving more into those areas that have piqued my interest. Let me know what you think of the book if you get it. I hope this has been useful. Available from all good booksellers and Collective Ink directly and Amazon. Beautiful book. A must for anybody that loves plants. So yeah, let me know what you think. I'll see you next time.